So Cavanagh has been a part of my life since my earliest memories. It was the company that was the sponsor to the people that I grew up with. I've had friends that have worked for Cavanagh, continue to work for Cavanagh, and they always spoke of a family group.
Ever since the first month I've been here, it has been the place to be, and I've been telling people that ever since I started.
They really want to see your career thrive within the company. So it's not just a matter of, this is your job, you have to do your job. If you have big ideas, you want to bring about change within the company, then they really listen to your ideas and they want you to succeed, and they'll help you build a path to get there.
Well, the logistics side of Cavanagh, it's got tremendous aptitude into the future. For starters, it's the largest fleet in Ottawa. That's significant. So by being part of logistics, you find opportunity to hear from our residential groups, from our concrete division, from our construction division, from our water and sewer, and from our asphalt division. By being the baseline of that funnel, it gives you an excellent vantage point to try to find efficiency. What we're trying to get away from is cross-referencing between 3 different programs to access one piece of information, making multiple phone calls just to have one piece of information. This takes time. Time is money in a construction company.
Yeah, the biggest thing that really stands out to me is just how much work it was to just keep the operations going day to day. So, most guys with nothing but a pad of paper, a cell phone, were doing things like ordering their trucks, managing their crews, doing their tailgate talks. I just remember how difficult it was to keep everything moving.
The 4 years now that I've been foreman, we've gone through a couple systems, field time, Rumbix, but all of them were I have a black book. I got about 4 years worth now of black books where every day, everyone's name, their hours, split up in jobs, cost codes. It looks like a graph in my books every day.
I think the biggest thing is knowing that in construction, things change really frequently. And that's something that I think can be missed in a lot of the existing construction softwares. It needs to be really flexible. It needs to be able to reflect those changes that actually happen in the field. And I think that's something that using Palantir, we're really able to do.
In order to connect with operations, one, we need to understand, what do they do now? What does success look like? What are we really trying to achieve? And sometimes we need to, get ahead of where we're trying to go by establishing policy, working with all the different end users, making sure that we're going to build a solution that aligns with the entire vision and the culture and how we want the company to feel.
Right now, we're building the foundation. There's going to be so many things that Palantir is going to offer that we can't even dream. I have a dream that I have real-time correspondence and connections with running hours of one of our transports. It's going to capture how much we're hauling, the fuel consumption, the driver's time, the efficiencies in the driving. It's really going to promote what I would call the next generation of construction.
So Palantir helps us work together with the other departments just by opening those lines of communication.
So when I started getting involved with Palantir, it kind of shifted. So I was less looking at spreadsheets and being in Excel basically to moving to Foundry, where I wasn't just analyzing the data, but I was using that information to drive a process-driven decision to build tools that we could use. So instead of having to go from system to system to manage rentals, for example, they can do it in one place. It takes about 2-3 seconds to actually rent something out instead of the old way that they had to do it.
In the past, it's been difficult to cost allocate the equipment and move it around to where the project manager might want it. With Palantir, it's going to give them the ability to do that themselves, and it'll be real time. So we won't be looking at the GPS necessarily to find equipment. It'll be kind of daily that we're going to get updates and see when it's available or ready to be called off and where it's being used.
What's important is the endorsement has come from the top, but the buy-in is coming bottom up, because what we've established quickly is trust with, our field level, that, when we give them a tool and they have input and they want to see things done differently, or, hey, this was a great prototype, it didn't quite hit the mark, very quickly we're able to iterate. We're using their input, to build the tool. So actually our goal is to deploy things at about 80%, because to think that, we're going to come up with the perfect solution without having, the person actually doing the work without their input, I think that's crazy. I think you build it to 80%, we get it in their hands, and we make them part of the actual building out that last 20%.
Being part of the development, I could see the really fast iterations that were happening. So when there was issues in the beginning, or we wanted to see certain filters, or we wanted to see different colors or different views, then we were able to do that really, really quickly.
It's a whole new outlook on what I can do, especially because I'm in the environment where I'm allowed to experiment, fail, and learn from that. You don't get to do that anywhere else.
This has been a huge expense to the company, but it just shows that they're invested in the future of the company, their employees, and ready to take the next step.
Now I send out a daily construction report to the PM, my supervisors, and I also tag myself in it, so that way when I send it out, it gives you a nice write-up of all the jobs, everything's listed, equipment's used, so that way if I have any questions, I can just go back to that email and it gives me all the information I need. I like the app because you look at it, you're like, oh, that's how many hours I got. It just makes you feel more connected, right, to the company, rather than, I don't even know what my time was, my boss just inputted and that's it, right?
We're really excited to bring to the field Site 360. So we're getting the tools in the guys' hands to do the things they need to do day to day. That's like ordering trucks, manage your crews, manage your equipment, do your daily reports, do your safety talks, all in one place on your phone.
So when I need a truck on a job, all I have to do now is go on to 360, state what job number it's for, what I want. With one click of a button, it's all completed. You don't have to follow up with a phone call. You see it instantly that it's completed. Even for me, as 54 years old, it's very simple. So approving time before Palantir, it was approximately an hour and a half every day, making sure everything was right before it went to our PAs. And now with Palantir, I'm 20 minutes, 25 minutes tops. It's going to be pretty cool in a couple of years to have everybody else try to keep up, I think.
There's been some skepticism that it could potentially remove what Cavanagh is best known for. That's communication. That's talking to your colleague. There's a lot of things that you can understand in a question just by asking it and talking through it. This will continue to happen. If anything, it's going to promote the ability to have these conversations, because Palantir is building a plan, collecting information in the background.
Yeah, this isn't about replacing people. This is about empowering them. And once people see that, it's turning the rock stars into superstars, empowering teams.
I think it says a lot. It means that Cavanagh trusts their employees, giving us that space where we're able to experiment, fail, and learn from it.
Working with the Palantir group, they're a group of really talented developers that are coming in, and they have all these great ideas about how they can build these tools for us. And then working with the Cavanagh group, who is also a bunch of really talented industry professionals who understand construction and understand how things get built, and then bringing those minds together and brainstorming and saying, okay, this is the problem, how can we fix it? It's really neat to see that process happening.
We're reimagining and revolutionizing the way that construction is thought about and executed. Construction largely has the label of being laggards in technology, so there's been a monumental shift. We're not just leaders in construction with technology, but we're leaders, with Palantir at our side. Period.
For a company like Cavanagh, a company that's born and raised out of a community like Ashton, this says so much for the company itself and what it's willing to invest financially into a system and also into its people. I believe that there's going to be a lot of knocks on the door, to understand how Cavanagh did this. I believe that they did it with a genuine idea, a want to create efficiencies, an investment into the company, investment into the future, so that the legacy Cavanagh name holds something else besides just construction.